Hello and welcome to another update video about Optimism. Optimism also one of the coins where we have quite an interesting 1-2 setup here, which could work out nicely. So similar chart to EOS, I would say. Okay, so we had from the low here back in June, we moved up in an impulse in a wave 1, and we then at some point talked about this as an ideal target area between 79 and 95 cents. And as you can see, we have dropped into this area, and you can see how much relevance this area has, because since then the chart has just barely moved at all. It's just frozen in this target area. Does that mean the overall correction is finished? And we talk about that in a minute. We've been moving down more and more really here recently and getting squeezed more and more. So the question really is, is the overall correction here over wave C in a wave 2 finished? Let's label the correction here, to the downside. Overall, first of all, let's just look at the entire correction here. Let's just label it, but I would now move the wave A down here actually, and then we can look at that. Okay, so wave A I don't need to label, This is, in my opinion, a completion of a wave A. Then we moved up in a wave B, and interesting is now the move down here. Do we have 5 waves as complete or not? Well, you can see that we have now made a new low. So let's just label it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can say that from the high, which was reached here it was 147 on the 10th of September, we moved down in a wave 1. Which was, I think we came down to here 1, 2, and then we've got several 1-2 setups in between 1, 2, and then the move down in a wave 3, 4, 5. This, however, down here finished off, in my opinion, a wave 3 only. This is a 5-wave move in a wave 3, and then we moved up in a 4, and I think we could be coming here really, really towards the end of something. This to me, because if we say this was wave 4, let's look at the Fib retracements for that. Taking the length of the wave, so we reached a minimum retracement here of a wave 4, which is the 23.6% Fib level for that. And since then we have been moving down here. And we could say that this is some kind of an ending diagonal, which could really, really get close to the finish line now. So, there isn't really much more we can expect. For me, if we look at this, this could be an ending diagonal in a wave 5. So if we say subwaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere here, you'll never really know where the exact low is until you see the move to the upside. But the point is, we know that we are it should be really, really close to the end here. I don't know if this will extend further down, and we do not yet have a confirmed bottom in place. I can tell you that as well. There is no sign yet that this is over, but you can draw a trend line here. There's different ways of drawing it, but I think you can draw this as some kind of a descending wedge, which would be a bullish reversal pattern. And there are different ways of drawing it, but I think if we draw it here in a way that we have most touch points, it's a bit tricky. It is a bit tricky, but overall you can see that we have some kind of a wedge in place, out of which we might have now broken out. We reached the ideal target area anyway. The point is, this chart will get bearish below 60 cents. So as long as we're holding above 60 cents, that's all fine. If I had to compare the EOS chart with this one, I would probably buy in EOS personally. Why is that? Because the invalidation point here is, well, let's say the invalidation point you could call it. It's not really invalidation, but below 60 cents, it will get much less likely that this is still a wave 2. So if we drop below 60 cents, we might have to assume that this was just a corrective rally and we're now coming down impulsively. But the point is, from the current price range, we can still drop 27% without sort of invalidating it. EOS is already quite close to that level, So from that point of view, in the interest of buying in as close as possible to key support as a pullback trader, which I normally do, I would rather choose EOS at the moment. However, here as well, yeah, we have reached the ideal target area, and at any moment we could move up. Now, a key point of interest is here the 93-cent level. Now, this is swing high there. If we get above that level, yeah, this would already be a good indication that the move to the downside is finished. Yeah, because this would be a 1-2 setup. So if we break above that level, that would be a really good indication. And then an even better one would be a break back above $1. And I think then we can be quite certain that wave 2 is in and that we move up in wave 3. Now, where could that wave 3 take us eventually? Let's take a look. If we look at the Fibs retracement down to the current price level, we could look at something like 380 for that, just for that wave 3. So this is quite an interesting move, the next one, because it would straight away, that third wave could take us straight away, at least here based on this chart, to a new all-time high. So yeah, definitely something interesting. I just want to keep you aware. Bear in mind, it's a very young chart, so these moon charts in the past sometimes haven't worked out. But there are key levels of interest, 93 cents, $1 key resistances. The wave B high is sort of very important longer term. If we break above that, then we are back on the daily also back in an uptrend. And yeah, so this is best I can tell you at the moment. So overall, hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.